Okay, we just finished processing 4 55-gallon vats and a 300-gallon breeder vat of German Red Peacocks. Come here, Maya. Maya wants to come in and see what we're doing. There aren't any fish to eat, though, but she's going to check it out anyway. Before I get into this, into selecting breeders, talking about breeders on this fish, I want to talk about the difference between species and, oh, Carl's filming the temperature. You know, we're still in winter mode, which means we run the temperature up during the day. Makes it a little uncomfortable for employees. If Carl will pan around to Stormy, she's camera shy. And then Susie's down there doing something, I'm not sure what. We run the temperature up to bring the water temperature up so we don't have to heat during the night. Pretty quickly, this is South Texas, we'll be de-winterizing and summerizing fairly quickly in order to stop the temperature from going up. Yesterday, because I didn't open up the greenhouse and turn on fans, this needle was down here at about 11 o'clock, so I had to quickly open things up and cool it off some. Okay, back to the difference between species and aquarium strains. We raise both. We raise pure species, and with pure species, we never introduce any other genes into the population. It's a closed breeding group. If a fish jumps out of the net and into the gutter, it's gone from that breeding colony. It's never used. We don't use any of the feral fish in the... Susie, what are you doing? We're talking. Okay. They're working on the next batch of fish. So once a fish, unless we're absolutely certain about the genealogy of the fish, they aren't used. If we see a beautiful, beautiful fish in the sump, one of the feral fish, and it looks just like one of the species, never use it for breeding with that species. We might take it out and develop an aquarium strain from it, but we're not going to use it for pure species. We only use scientific names when we're absolutely certain about the fish. We've gotten it from a reputable source. Anything else is an aquarium strain. For example, if Carl can show over here, this is a breeder vat 1E01, and that's Cyanochromis fryery. We also have electric blue Red Peacock. We're certain that this is fryery. The electric blue Aulies are probably fryery, but we would never name them that. Okay, so we're dealing with an aquarium strain today. It's an Aulonocara, German Red. We got it that way. We're not going to give it we're not going to give it a scientific name. So we call this German Red Peacock. We lost all our breeder males. We saved 17 breeder females, and I've set aside another 23 young females that we're going to add to the breeding colony, bring it up to 40. On this fish, I've selected females that have a fair amount of yellow or orange in them because I think they throw the best German Red males. So, oh, that fish was eating, so they're not that upset this morning. Okay, so now I've done the first go-around going through our young males to try to find replacement male breeders. I'm going to do 2 or 3 of them. The young males I didn't select, there's a bucket of them back over there, I'll let grow up a little bit, see if we get them, but they're either too young to have a lot of good color or they didn't have good color. And what I like selecting for on this fish is a fish with blue jaw and a red shoulder and maybe red fins. So I'm going to go through, I have 8, 10, it looks like 11 fish in here. I'm going to look at this bigger guy first and see what I think about him. He's too pale. He's got some good fin color, but he doesn't have a red shoulder, so he goes into to be sold. And we have people who will like them. Okay, this fish doesn't have enough red in the shoulder, so same thing. I kind of like his color other than that. This little fish has great fin color. I'm going to look at him again. I didn't like his shoulder. This guy is really good fin color, but he's too young, so I'll put him back in to grow up. This guy's got good fins, but not good shoulder. Good fins, not good shoulder. I'm going to look at him again. I may not have any choice. Okay, this guy's got some good fin color, and see he's got some red in the shoulder behind the gill, so we will look at him again. This guy, I like him, but he doesn't have much red. I'll look at him again. I may not, like I say, I may not have a lot of choice here. We certainly lost some. This guy doesn't have enough red. I like his fins, but he doesn't have enough red. Oh, this guy looks like he's going to be good. I may throw him in there, even though he's too small to compete for females, and big females will probably pick on him. Okay, so I've gotten down to 5 fish I want to look at again. I like both of those. He doesn't have enough red. Kind of like that little male. I'm going to look at him again. So we're down to 4 now. I like all 4 of those. They're young. They're going to have problems with the big females. But by the time we process them again in 3 to 4 months, they will have gotten a lot bigger, and they will have put the females in their place. Big females sometimes don't cooperate well with the young males. So we have a breeding colony of 4 young males, 17 older females, and 23 small females. And Susie and Stormy will put these males up. We'll probably go ahead and sell these. There's quite a bit of demand for them, so we're going to add them to that. They probably counted that bucket already, and they'll have to recount it, but they can complain. Anyway, that's, oh, and on this vat, we're also polyculturing red swordtails, and they have a lot of juveniles in there, so that's a success. We're trying that. We've been doing it some with mollies, but we're trying swordtails too, and it seems to be working. Next, I'll probably try maculatus and variatus strains. If you can polyculture, that you double and sometimes triple the number of species that you can have in the same space. Even if you lose some of the swordtails to predation, that's the way it goes. Also, since the swordtails are red, and the peacocks, any peacocks with red need red in their diet, it might actually help color on them. Anyway, good fish keeping. See you next time.